Daniel Daly here. Delta Goodrem Innocent Eyes. 14 tracks. Born to try, innocent eyes, not me, not I, throw it away, lost without you, predictable, butterfly, in my own time, my big mistake, this is not me, running away, a year ago today, longer will you fall for me. Now it had 6 or 7 singles and the first 5 went to number 1, I think. Born to Try, Innocent Eyes, Not Me, Not I, Lost Without You, and Predictable. I think Predictable made number 1. It might not have been Predictable. It might have just been 4 of them which got to number 1. I'm not 100% sure on that. But this was released in a while ago now, around 2000 or something. Small writing. 2000. It's 2000, I think, by the looks of it. Around 2000, anyway, circa 2000. Now, Delta was on, first of all, before this is a debut album, but before this she had a single called I Don't Care. And you can find I Don't Care on YouTube, where she's, they tried to keep Romeo and Juliet apart. I don't care what they say, I just listen to my heart. And it's a pretty good video with her and a bloke and sort of on a motorbike driving through Australia and stuff like that. It's a classic video and a pretty good song. But she went on to Neighbours, playing the character Nina, I think it was. And they played the song, she played the song Born to Try as part of a show. And I saw that actually, because I was watching Neighbours at the time and I saw that. And then a little while later, that was released as a single, and this became one of the best-selling Australian albums of all time. I think it's possibly number 2 after Whispering Jack or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but it's way up on the all-time list of best-selling Australian albums in Australia. It's a very high-selling album with 4 number ones at least. What do you expect? But Delta was that blonde temptress, and she's still around today, and she still looks very attractive. She's in her 30s today, I think, and this is sort of pop music. Not terribly much rock and roll is on here, but it's pop music and it's of a high quality. It's high grade pop music. She's young enough here. She's probably even under 20 here, I'd imagine. Not 100% sure how old she was back then. Even 16 or something. She might have been quite young, 17 or something. But she's a singer and she's a songwriter as well. But she co-writes some of the music with other people. Now it's an Australian album, and I'm not sure where she is from in Australia. Maybe Sydney, maybe Melbourne, somewhere else perhaps. I don't really know for sure. It's released from what's the company? Uh, the thing is, these fonts are so small on these records. SonyMusic.co.nz and SonyMusic.com.au. So it's a Sony album. Of course, Sony's a Japanese company which produces those stereos. So she's a Sony artist. I don't know what a label is these days. It could still be Sony. I wouldn't really know. But Innocent Eyes was a big smash breakthrough. Now, for me, the best song that she released on the album was Not Me, Not I, which has an epic video clip which you can still find on YouTube. And it's a very picturesque, sort of beautiful scenery and things like that. Classic maiden of the old world sort of stuff. And really lovely stuff. She's got quite a good voice. She's very attractive and she can sing quite well. And the songs are high grade pop music. I think as the album runs on, there's stuff which is a little bit bland or a little bit filler like towards the end of the album. But generally it's decent enough pop, piano sort of, guitar, keyboard sort of music, that sort of stuff. And it's really constructed. It's a quite well constructed singer-songwriter sort of album, this sort of stuff. She's who would you compare her to? She's not really terribly commercial. She's not a commercial sort of artist. I think perhaps the closest comparison might be someone like Jewel. The sound's not exactly the same, but someone like Jewel in her integrity, perhaps something like Jewel or yeah, who else maybe? If you see what I mean, someone who's got a bit of substance in what they say and has a sort of comes across as having a bit of values. I suppose she comes across as being a little bit of a good girl. She's a Goodrem, and this was a this was a big selling album, and it probably still sells well enough today. And it's a pretty good record, all things considered. I think I'd probably give it at least 8 or 9 out of 10. It should appeal to a lot of people who like decent pop music of high caliber quality, and there's no reason why you can't listen to this internationally. So there you go.